guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Pixcast. This will be episode 1. As you guys can tell, we are in a new studio here. I'm not in my closet anymore. Really excited about that we actually got a studio to film at, since closet was a little too small in there. So just wanted to make this the first episode and kind of see where it goes. Like I said, I wanted to have more people on the show, and I actually do have someone with me. You want to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name's Victoria. Thank you for having me. How are you doing?
I'm good. You know, Sunday, so it's not too bad. It's pretty nice weather we're having outside, actually. It's not too hot. It's not too hot, but...
Not too hot, but...
It's not hot, but...
Later on, it's going to be hotter.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, just appreciate you coming on the show. I know it's your first time, and I know you're probably nervous, and you probably didn't want to come on. And I'm like, I forced you guys, but yeah, that's my good friend, Victoria. I just wanted to hop on the show and kind of talk about what's going on in the world and kind of real life stuff, and just in general, just have a podcast, just talk. So, you know, that being said, like, how you been lately? How's the gym? And I know you've been in a weight loss journey, so you want to just talk about how everything's going?
Yeah, I mean, everything's been good so far. Before, it was pretty hard. I mean, I've gotten a lot better at it, but obviously starting off is not going to be easy, you know?
Right.
But lately, been hitting better goals.
Yeah.
You know, just trying to get back in that schedule,
good.
like going to the gym every day.
Yeah.
Like starting new goals and stuff like that, but not too bad.
That's good.
You?
How's like, as far as the gym goes, mentally and just physically, how do you feel like after? Because I know you've been on a weight loss journey, and how do you feel, like, better, or has it changed your life?
Yeah, it's been a made my life a lot different, you know, mental wise. Like, I've been doing a lot better, you know, not in my room all the time.
That's
you
good.
know.
Yeah, it's good to get out and be social. And I know today you went out with your friend in the morning. You guys had breakfast, so that's a step. I know people might not notice, but I mean, maybe the old you wouldn't want to go out to eat or even wake up to even go out, because
at first I didn't want to, and then I'm just like, I have to think, like, I can't go back to old ways. You know, I have to, like, push myself to get back out there again. You know. Even though you don't want to, you just have to try, because it's not gonna get you anywhere if you're just gonna stay. If I would have stayed home, I probably wouldn't have done nothing. So, you know, that's
good. I mean, that's awesome to hear. I know it's, you know, being on a weight loss journey, and it's a lot of work, a lot of discipline. So you know, I know you've been putting in a lot of work, and just being consistent about it. I think that's the most important part, and just not to look back and go backwards. You know, you gotta keep going forward, and I think that's the most important part, is as long as you don't go backwards, you know, that's what matters. And there's going to be days where you don't want to, but, you know, I think those are days where you have to do it. It's like, got to go to the gym, eat right, you know, you can have a cheat meal now and then or whatever, but, you know, it's important to be consistent.
Consistency. You don't want to slack off, because it's like your progress is only going to slow down. You know? Yeah,
that's true. I mean, I think for you, it's been a roller coaster as well, but, you know, I think you've done a pretty good job. And I mean, from you first started till now, obviously you got a lot of work to do for yourself. I assume you want to hit goals, but you should still be proud of yourself for where you're at, you know, as far as where you're at weight wise and where you're at mentally right now. I know you're still working on it, but still should be pretty proud of yourself.
I'm a lot happier now, like, compared to before. You know, I think losing weight is a big thing for a lot of people. Mentally wise, you know, like, it's like draining a little bit when you're overweight, you know, and I think you get more energy. Obviously, you can do a lot of things that you didn't think you could do.
Like, I mean, you said, I think you're talking about going on even like Knott's Berry Farm or any like theme parks. You couldn't, you're embarrassed to get on a ride because
you couldn't fit.
You couldn't fit. So I think that's huge right now. You know, you can fit out there. So, I mean, you know, it's not to offend anyone, but it's like, what would you tell someone out there who's overweight, like, to the point where walking, and it's like, what would you tell someone? Because, I mean, it's to, you know, it's unfortunately that you get to that point, but you noticed it, and you're like, you know, I got to change, right? Like,
at first I didn't notice it, though.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
until people have told me that, but I wouldn't listen to them. I think that you have to listen to what people are telling you. They're not trying to be mean about it, but they're telling you for the good. You know.
Right.
It's not like they're trying to hurt your feelings, like, hey, you're getting big. I mean, they don't have to say in a bad way,
but I mean, as a person who was overweight, how do you not get offended? Like, because I'm assuming if you're overweight and someone tells you, hey, you know, like, wouldn't you like, I'm sure they get offended, right? Because it's like,
well, at first I was getting offended by it.
And
like,
how do you explain that to someone? Like, if someone's telling you that, like, she should probably listen since you probably are overweight. Like, because I'm sure people have told you, right? And it's like, I'm sure you got offended, but you only got offended because it was true.
I'm like,
it's like, oh, someone tells you, but it's like, a lot of people get offended of things when they tell you because they're true and they want to deny it.
Yeah.
It's called being in denial, where it's like, no, like, but they know it's true, but it's like they don't want to understand that.
They don't want to accept it. You have to like accept.
Yeah.
I know, like, for me, like, I know people have told me, like, my mom would probably say, well, like, you're getting a little,
right?
But
they sugarcoat
they're
it.
trying to, like, go around it. Like, you should have people that support you in that.
And I'm sure
they're doing it for good. They're doing it for your future.
Yeah, and I'm sure your mom now, she notices
like
you losing weight. I'm sure she tells you, good job, because I'm sure your whole family notices it, and I'm sure a lot of people have noticed, right? Just in general for yourself, though, you feel better, more confident. I mean, that's still growing, obviously, but I think that's the most important part. Whoever's watching is just kind of, if someone tells you, I mean, there is some people that are a little bit rude or whatever, but people who care about you and tell you things, you should probably listen to those people, because they're trying to tell you something that is actually, that matters and is kind of important to, like, know, because, for me, I don't want to see people, like, overweight, right? They get depressed and they're sad and they're always just saying negative things about themselves. I think that's not the way to go about yourself. If anyone out there, like, it's not to bully them, it's just to motivate them to, like, hey man, go hit the gym or go for a walk for 20 minutes or
that's a
eat
part
a little
of the
better,
motivation, though.
Like, they don't have to, like, just make a change, right? Don't have to start next month, next week, just start tomorrow or today, and I think that's the most important part, just starting it. And you are 100 pounds down, maybe a little bit more now, so it's like that consistency that you have, and it's like you have goals to hit, and I think people need to really hopefully people can understand that and kind of get motivated from that. So it's just it's kind of crazy on the losing weight and all that, and obviously you can always look better, you can always be thinner, you can always hit those goals. I'm sure no one in this world wants to be overweight,
because you want to, like I was telling you, like, want to do things in the future, like, for my kids, or
get married, get a husband. I'm sure you want to,
I want to be able to interact with them.
I've seen those videos online where I think people are running, guy and girl, or trying to run after, like, and they fall because they're so overweight, and it's like, that's embarrassing. I don't think no one wants to have that, and I'm sure if whoever's overweight, I'm sure it's hard to lose weight, but you have to want it, and you can't be stuck where you're at there, and it's like you got to keep pushing yourself, because again, I don't think no one wants to be overweight. I don't care who you are. I'm pretty sure you at least want to be, physically better, where you can run and kind of do activities. It's important to be healthy, especially when you get older. You don't want to get diabetes or anything like that. So I think for you, obviously you just turned 24, right? So I think for you, it's like when you get older and get married or have kids, and I'm sure you want to be at your best. You don't have to be perfect shape. That's not
it's not gonna happen.
Everyone has
like
roles
that.
and stretch marks. I'm sure not like social media guys don't.
There's
These
a lot
IG
that they don't
girls
show.
And guys, man, Love Island probably. It's a scam there. Lust Island, I call it. But you just like that, I think it's important to know not to be perfect, right? You know, you're gonna lose weight, you're gonna have loose skin, you're gonna have stretch marks, but again,
you
that's
can't compare yourself.
That's just real life, though. And I think people. That's another topic talk about a little bit about social media, just kind of really toxic. But that being said, like the point is, like, no one's perfect. Kind of you do your lose weight, be active, and then get to a certain goal you want, and obviously maintain it. And no one's asking you to say, oh, I get a 6-pack or get a thin waist. No, it's to the point where you look presentable and good,
where you comfortable.
And honestly, it's your physical appearance is really what matters, because everyone sees your body as the first. Like, when I don't care anyone says, you walk up to someone, the first thing you see is their face and body. I know people have good personalities, but first thing you see is physical appearance. I don't care who you are, everyone does. You got to be attracted to that person in order to date them or whatever. And I'm not saying you can't date an overweight person. No, as a person, like for me, I wouldn't want to be. I'm sure a lot of people out there don't want to be overweight either. Yeah. And I'm sure for yourself, it's like at that point where you're like, I got to make a change, and you have been, and you're obviously putting. And if you do, do it for yourself. That way you can prove yourself wrong. It doesn't matter about other people. It matters about yourself, and that's all that matters, really.
And I think that's what you're gonna think in the beginning, like, all these people are like looking at you, or going to the social media thing, like you're comparing yourself to other people. So you're like, oh, I can look like that. It's not going to happen overnight. You know, you got to be patient and just continue like to go, even just like for a week or whatever. Like you got to keep the routine.
Yeah, I mean, it's just about being consistent. That's about everything, you know? Yeah, well, thanks for sharing that. I'm sure, you know, whoever's watching, hopefully they get some motivation out of it and kind of, you know, have some, go to the gym or eat better. It's just baby steps, but really just starting something was really that matters. So, you know, even doing this podcast, it's starting something. I know you coming on here, probably don't want to, you know, you didn't feel confident before. And
it's a long time to get to right now.
Even at this point, it's no one knows behind the scenes when it comes to doing something, especially like for you, it's someone who, you know, you were overweight, you know, and now to kind of lose weight, come on the podcast and kind of attempt to talk and kind of be in the video. And it's like, that takes a lot out of a person. And I don't think people might not notice that, but I mean, as you know, obviously it's, no one knows behind the scenes is how it feels to be where you were at when you were overweight. So obviously you have goals to hit, and people look at you now and probably, but I mean before, you know what I mean?
Before I wouldn't even be on this podcast. I would not even want to attempt to start it, you know, like.
Yeah, because who would though, you know? Because I'm assuming that's tough. Almost, you know, 300 and up. That's a way where no one wants to be at.
And mentally wise too, it's just like you think everyone's gonna be looking at me. I don't want to be on there. Like I look ugly. Like you don't want to feel like that. You want to feel comfortable.
And that's real life stuff though, because a lot of people don't want to talk, they're so scared to post, to do this. I mean, I'm.
And that's how I'm.
I mean, I'm you know, I'm the same way. Like, well, I'm pretty confident in myself, but as far as posting and doing all these things, it's pretty scary sometimes because it's like insecurity. We're human, and we're gonna have insecurities. We're gonna do this because obviously, because you know, like I said, social media has been a big impact in our generation. I feel like everything we do is for social media. You go out to eat, and if you don't post it, it didn't happen. Or if you don't do any gym progress, it didn't happen. Imagine back then you would just work out all this hard work. Where would it go? Would you all that hard? Where would you show it off at? Nowhere.
Yeah.
And I think now it's like you lose weight, I have to post it. People gotta know what I did. Yeah. And I think back in the day, no one would know because you didn't have nowhere to post it. And I was like, for us, it's like everything we gotta do is for social media. You know, like everything is social media now. Everything, you know. But it's just crazy to think that everything. That's why I try not to post everything like as far as food or when I go out to eat. Only thing I post is Dodgers, really. But that's different because it's a baseball team. Shout out to my Dodgers. They just got swept by the Houston Astros, by the way. So if anyone's watching here who's an Astros fan, well, you're okay here still, but just know you cheated us from a title in 2017. You know, they can have that sweep. But whatever. That's if you guys want to know anything about sports, follow my other podcast, Pick Sports Media. I talk about sports there and break everything down, and that's really where I talk about anything sports. And shout out to my co-host Mo, Bubbles and More. We talk about sports there all the time. So, but that being said, I have a question. Have you seen the final game of Squid Games yet? Or the final episode? Have you seen it?
I haven't seen the final episode. No. Yeah. Well, I haven't even watched this whole season or last season. So I only watched the first season and like a little bit episode of.
So you're pretty
second one. So I'm still really.
But you saw what happened at the end, right?
Oh yeah, it was spoilers. And
the
stuff
spoilers.
Like
you
that.
saw what happened.
Yeah. I tried not to. Yeah, I tried not to.
What do you think about it? I mean, what do you rate it? What do you people? I don't want to spoil it for the people here, but what do you rate that last?
I mean, I didn't think it was bad. Like I don't think it's a bad ending. Well, it's I don't want to. I mean, it was okay.
Much. I would say it was okay. If anyone's watching this, it was okay.
Yeah,
I mean, I can't spoil it, but it does have a nice. It's okay, and it's like, why the? But it's like one of those things where we'll see what happens. Because there might be like a spin-off. That's all I'm going to say because I don't want to spoil
it. It's like, don't see it.
But I'm not going to say it, though. But if you guys do watch it, let me know what you guys think below, what you guys think of the episode. It was okay to me. I actually didn't watch stuff. TikTok.
I kind of know a little bit about it.
Instagram, I was just scrolling on my feed and it just popped up. It didn't even give me a chance to even say, like, go away. I already saw it. So I'm like, okay, well, there's no point in watching it anymore.
There's a lot of spoilers on there, honestly. The different shows, though. Not just...
Games, well, I mean, I don't know how I feel about it, honestly, but we'll see. I mean, we'll let the people know. Let us know how. How let us know how you guys think. Whether you guys are watching this on YouTube, Spotify. Obviously, YouTube is video and Spotify is audio. Wherever you guys are watching this at, just if you want to guys go to our Instagram or YouTube. YouTube would be the best spot to comment down below and let us know what you guys think about the Squid Games. But I got another interesting topic to talk about right now. Social media. Have you seen what's going on around the world right now? Like, I think I was on scrolling yesterday on TikTok or Instagram, both. You see what's going on in Texas?
What is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was apparently, I think like 26 little girls camping.
Yeah.
And they got taken away. And they already found like, I think like 14 bodies. And then there was actually another video I sent you where the house was floating away. And the family was in there. And who knows what happened to them.
That's so scary. That's a lot of stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, how does that like, I don't. People are saying it's from the government that this government planned it. How can that be possible? That's a lot of flood though. Like that is. I think I don't know.
High,
but it's high. It's
literally,
and it's taking people, and I think prayers to those little girls and everything.
Everyone,
animals, dogs,
been affected by.
I know. I saw another video of this girl in her house, and her dad was on hospice. I work in hospice too, and he was just in bed. And I can only imagine if whoever has that company and they're they can't even go service that guy or give him oxygen because it's flooded. And I'm wondering if no service. I'm hoping that some helicopters feel in that
situation. It's just like crazy. Like you're processing one thing and another at the same time. It's just
so I just there's always something that happens in the world. I think
the whole ice thing?
And ice as well. And I know all over the world right now. Yeah, that's I don't talk about politics or anything on this podcast, but that's something that is, I think if you're here illegal and you're a good person and you've been here for a long time, I think you have a shot to stay. I understand the rules where you come here illegal and you're not allowed here. I get that. I'm Mexican. I'm Guatemalan. My mom also crossed the border and all that. So I can't say like it's wrong because my mom crossed the border to give me a better life. So I appreciate that from my mom. And obviously, my mom got her papers already. She's set. But when the rest of these people have been here for so long and they didn't get no papers and they got sent back, which I'm like, Trump said he was supposed to only get the criminals, which it's like, from what I see, a lot of them not criminals, and they're just doing good things here,
they're just getting taken away from them.
I mean, I think Latinos in general are important. They do a lot for us. They work hard, and everyone works hard. But I'm saying, as a Latino community, I'm sure people can agree. It's like you see everywhere. They're selling flowers, or cutting up tacos on the side of the street. They're they're trying to they're always doing something
just
to
small businesses
they're always So I think for me, I find it a little bit messed up, but I understand the rules. You come here legally. You're supposed to if my mom would have got sent back,
how would you feel?
Exactly. I can't put that into words how the people feel out there. So I'm not gonna, I can't say too much, but I can say is, I just hopefully it comes down and kind of like the people who deserve to stay have a shot here stay. I think if you're a criminal and you're an immigrant, you have all the right to get sent back because that's true. But if you're kind of doing the good things here, you deserve a chance to stay. From my perspective, but like all those stuff is crazy. Like just what's going on social media, man. Like all that. So I know that's trending for me right now is the whole Texas thing, and for you it's ice. Well, mine too is with the ice and stuff. And that's just in general, like everything's always trending. I think for you it's like Love Island too, right? Yeah. So tell me, since I don't watch that show, because I'm not a fan of that show, guys. It's called Lust Island, but explain to me what's the point, what's going on in that show right now? Because I'm curious to kind of know what you can name the names.
Well, I mean,
people
really
out here can just that
much, but
give me a breakdown what it's about.
It's just basically like they have to couple up and then find a connection, and then whoever wins at the end.
So two strangers have to pop.
But they get voted. Who voted? Who? America, like of the couple. Yeah. Who they like the most, pretty much. They win.
Who votes them in though?
What do you mean?
Who votes the people in?
Well, they just couple up.
Just randomly? Lust Island. So I know a lot of times, I don't know, it's
not supposed to be like that though. It's supposed to be Love Island.
I get it. I think that's what's been trending for social media for you. I haven't seen anything on my page, but I mean,
literally,
I'm just gonna say Lust Island, but I guess so. You're telling me it's breaking it down to two people meet each other, strangers, they connect, and then what?
It's a whole set of them.
There's a set of them, and then they
Yeah.
connect, right? And then once they connect, they fall in love or whatever. Did they get married, or they just kind of?
No, they just couple up, and then after, like, each time they do like a game or something like that,
Yeah.
and then they do recouplings where you have to, like, they pick who they want to
Yeah.
go to, and then whoever's left out, they get kicked off, whatever.
Okay.
And then like whoever's like voted the most popular, like,
Yeah.
couples,
Oh,
then
okay.
they get I think it's 100K.
Oh, so to get money?
Yeah. So you're just trying to be the best couple, I guess.
All right.
But
Well, I guess that's the way it goes. I don't know. I mean,
yeah,
I'm not into it, but I guess for the girls, I guess you guys are more into
it's just trending all over. I mean, it's everywhere. You
Yeah.
know?
Well, for the girls, that's trending. For the boys, it's baseball. And for me, it's just baseball, and kind of, it's really, for my page, that's all I got is baseball. So
how ours is way different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, pretty, but same, same concept, just different stuff. But
Yeah.
but as far as going back to movies, actually, what's that movie called? 17 again, right? Was Zac Efron or?
Oh, I haven't watched it.
No. Okay. Well, the question was gonna lead to what age would you go back to, like, age wise?
Yeah,
if you had a certain age to go back, what age would it be 17?
I would say 17 or 18.
Yeah. Because
getting out of high school.
Yeah, because that movie is based off that, where he goes 17 again, and he's. I think I would say the same thing. I'd probably want to be 17 again.
Yeah.
Just because I think you're still in high school.
I think
it depends who you are. Because I graduated at 17.
I think I graduated at 17 too.
I graduated at 17, and no worries, right? You just literally you think you're on summer break but then you realize, like, oh shoot, I gotta go to I gotta get a job now.
Yeah, job, then the bills come,
But I think 17 is pretty good. I would definitely go back to being that young again.
I would want to be there, but mentally wise, I wish I had my mentality.
Of course, because when you're 17, you don't know any better.
Yeah.
No one does. 17, 16, 15. You think it's the right thing to do, then later on you grow up. You're like,
I heard of it. I think it is him though.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Yeah,
I really like it. So if you had a job, or if someone told you they'll give you this certain job, but it was only for free, but it was a job, what job would you do? As far as it could be anything. So you could be a doctor, but you enjoy doing it, but they're not paying you. It's just free.
Yeah.
What would it be? What would you do?
Maybe like travel, like helping others or something like that. I would want to pick up dogs off the street. I don't know what job title that would be.
You'll travel the world and pick up dogs off the street?
Yeah.
Dogs?
Because I want to open a shelter.
Just
or something.
Dogs though, or cats?
Oh no, like any animal.
Everything.
Yeah.
Gators.
Yeah.
Alligators.
Well, it
bulls,
could be kind of
cows.
scary, but I have to,
I mean, you're saying animals. You're talking about everything on the street: snakes, gators.
Okay, the snakes and stuff, I don't know. But I'm just saying, like...
Well, that's messed up because they're still alive. That's a snake.
I don't think I could
So
do
you
that.
drive by a snake.
Actually, I don't think I could do
Okay, so just dogs and cats and just...
and pets.
Pets. All right.
Things I can keep as a pet.
I mean, I would... Yeah, I think I'm on a similar page. Travel. For me, it would probably just take pictures of everything. Cities or baseball games, all that. I think I would love to do that. So I'm really passionate about photography. So I would love to even video as well. Go out there and shoot a documentary, and even just maybe podcasting too. Maybe go around the world. And I know people do that. Like they go out there in the world, they take their podcast kit stuff, and they just go do interviews and they get paid. I don't get paid, but hopefully
That'd
one day.
Cool if you get to. You eventually get there.
Get to go podcast just any.
Yeah, it's not easy doing this.
No, so man, just hey, you want to do a podcast? And like Mookie Betts does on base and off base, where he brings all the baseball players to come and talk on the podcast show. So hopefully one day I can bring someone on the podcast.
You get,
but
somewhere.
It's okay. That would be a pretty cool job to do. I guess I'm doing it now.
Yeah.
But I'm not like traveling the world. I'm just traveling to to do my podcast. But that's about it.
You're getting started though, so eventually it's gonna grow.
I'm still learning. Yeah. If you guys didn't notice, the quality is different now because currently my SD card got full, so I had to switch. Sorry for the quality if it's not as good as the other one, but whatever.
Working with what you got.
Working with what I got, but this happened yesterday too, which doesn't make sense. So
yeah,
I don't know.
We tried recording this like 6 times,
but I don't understand. I wiped it, but different topic out. But going back to the subject of just so is there your job you have right now? You enjoy what you do, or
I'm trying to look for something better.
Yeah.
To be honest, like I mean, it's good for what I have. Like, I'm glad, like, grateful to have something with me right now, but I'm trying to do better. That's with everything, though. I'm just trying to do a lot better for myself. You know,
gym. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I say the same thing for me. Like, I like what I do with my job, but obviously would want to do better. Obviously, I don't want to make this full-time podcast and videos and photos, but obviously not. Not possible. Maybe one day, but right now it's not possible.
Keep it'll grow. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna grow, you know.
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully.
Yeah.
So,
eventually you can quit your other job.
Hopefully, but we'll see. But that's cool. I mean, at least you have a job. Grateful for that. And a lot of people don't have jobs.
I have money to able to
money to eat, to go here, to go there.
Roof over my head. You know.
Yeah, so that's important stuff to have. So you got to be grateful for what you got. Maybe a lot of people might hate their job, but you got to remember you got to have a job, and at least you can have a roof over your head, food, water, iced coffee right here.
Dunkin'.
Shout out to Dunkin'.
Sponsor you.
They should sponsor me. So Price Picks too.
Oh yeah,
Make Price Picks on Price Picks, but
doing that no more.
If you guys don't know what Price Picks is, it's pretty much you bet on there. I think they had like a hot dog eating contest.
Yeah, I was losing my money on there though.
I won $1,000. Yeah. So I won.
You got lucky. Money. You got lucky. I did.
But if you guys don't know what Price Picks is, you go on there, you bet, and you pretty much bet on baseball, soccer, anything, and you can win money. And if you're lucky, like me, I guess I won it. I mean, $1,000 is not crazy. But
just be careful on there.
Yeah, you're gonna lose. Yeah, you're gonna definitely. Yeah, it sucks, but you might get lucky. So
there's that one little chance, but it's like it's very hard to win.
You might get lucky. Yeah, you never know.
I have lost a lot on Price Picks.
Yeah, I have.
So I'm not doing
as well. But I've won it back. I think for sure I've won it back. I think even just the $1,000 I got. I don't know how much money I put in there, but
didn't you put like $10?
I put $10 to win, but I mean, like all the times I put more.
Oh, more than that, yeah.
I'm pretty sure,
Pretty sure it equaled out.
I don't know how much I put in there, but yeah. But anyways, another topic subject is Jurassic Park. It came out already, so I'm excited. I want to watch it. So I heard it was pretty good. So and if you guys have watched it, let me know what you guys think below. I heard it was good. So hopefully after this podcast, maybe I can go watch it and see how it goes.
I haven't seen the other ones though, but I've seen
the
commercials.
I'm a diehard Jurassic Park fan, so I've seen them all. So I'm excited for this one. I heard it was pretty good, and I think the girl from Avengers plays it, the main girl. I don't know her name, but
exactly.
Is it Scarlett? No, Johansson, something like that. I don't know her name, but I heard she did a good job. So we'll see how
I know they're right at Universal's. Like the Universal one is like.
I love that ride. So Universal's that is the best ride. Other than the Mummy. That one's the best ride. The Mummy's fun.
Oh, I've been on there once. Yeah.
Mummy's fun. I like
the Simpsons ride was the best ride for me. I like that one. I don't like that one. I just like
but I like the theme of it is fun. The ride was boring, but the just passing through it and all that was cool because the music and it's nostalgic to hear the music. Yeah. And then the donut. The big old donut.
What rides do they have there?
Transformers, which I think they're rebuilding. They're gonna make a new.
They're making that other one.
Fast and Furious one. I'm excited for that.
I want to see how that is.
Well, I saw like the 3D animation, and it's like Paul Walker's Skyline car, and I don't know. They're gonna have a bunch of cars on there, and they're like drift cars, but they spin while you're on the roller coaster. So I'm like, that's gonna be interesting. I wonder how. And it's 6.
High?
Yeah, it's high, so I think they're gonna. Yeah, I can't wait to get on that one. So. We'll see when they finish. I think it's going to come out in 2026. So I don't know what exact date. 2026 is coming out. So I'm definitely going.
I still want to try the Mario. Mario World.
Yeah, I heard that one's pretty cool.
Yeah. So. I want to the restaurant.
I want to check that one out.
They have a whole restaurant.
Oh, they do, huh? Yeah, they do.
Different foods.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mario is pretty funny. I remember that when I went to Horror Nights 2 years ago, they were building it, and I was like, this is crazy. And then finally went to Horror Nights last year. And I saw it, and I was like, this is pretty cool. Yeah. And I tried to get in, but I couldn't. They didn't let me. You have to have access or something like that.
You have to, like, reserve it or anything? No?
Yeah, something like that. But other rides you can go on fine. Like Jurassic Park, Mummy, all those. But apparently on that one, you have to, like, reserve it for some reason. Not sure why. But it's fine. It's still pretty... I'm going to get on there one day.
I'm excited for Horror Nights, though.
Yeah. Like, I love Horror Nights, so...
I don't know the themes this year.
I don't know the themes yet, but I'm going. I haven't missed a year. Besides COVID... Obviously, I missed that year, but ever since then, I've been going every year.
Yeah, for the past, I haven't went every.
I think the past 8 years now, I've gone every year. Besides COVID, because it shut down.
Oh yeah.
So it's been like 8 years. So ever since The Walking Dead came out, if I can remember, I've been going.
Oh, yeah. I like that one though, but
so
they took it out, so
I don't know how long. Well, I don't know if they're gonna have it back again. They might.
But I like that one. It scared me at first.
The Purge. They have the Purge, the tram. They always have the tram.
Oh yeah.
I know The Walking Dead was a tram. Remember they had that one.
They had it as a tram.
Yeah, when I went. Yeah, I think it was like 3 years ago. But yeah, if you guys are excited for Horror Nights, let us know, man. I'll be out there. I usually go around my birthday, so I'll be out there and really excited to go again.
Yeah. I'm excited too.
Yeah. Right. Well, when I was younger, my mom didn't let me go.
Yeah.
I'd have to lie to her and be like, "Yeah, mom, I'm going here," but she knew. But now I'm older now, so I don't have to tell her. But she'd get mad. She'd like, "Where are you?" I'm like, Universal. She's like, "It's Halloween." My mom's really religious. So. Yeah, I get it, but I'm like, "Mom, come on." I don't think I'm gonna do anything bad, but I get it as a mom's perspective. But yeah, it was fun. I'm definitely excited to go again, and we'll see how it goes and see what kind they got the theme this year. I think they're bringing back a post. Is it Freddy or
Freddy Krueger?
Freddy Krueger, or I think Jason.
I think they have like Five Nights at Freddy or something like that. I
saw a post that they're bringing back something. I don't know what.
I'm not sure. They know like Leatherface or something.
I'm not sure.
I think so. I don't know.
We'll see. I'll see. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but really excited to see what's gonna happen with Horror Nights. So
yeah,
I'm excited to go. I don't know the exact date, but I'm definitely going.
Yeah.
But another topic. I think we were talking about earlier. What was it? What was that one thing we were talking about? Not on social media. I think something on social media we were talking about being like everyone comparing everyone to each other. Yes. I think we were talking about that. I wanted to retouch on that just because I think that stuff is pretty true. Like everyone tries to like be like everyone else. Like they try to be like this, and I think most importantly, just be yourself and do your own thing and don't follow what other people have to say. Kind of if you like the way you do this, you do that. Just do your own thing. Don't have to copy other people. Like
everyone's journey is different, though. Like
you can get like inspiration, but don't be like them. Yeah, because you're your own person.
Once you do that, then it's like when you're not looking like them, then you get upset about it. Right. Like you're gonna be like, oh, I don't look like that. Why am I not looking like that?
I did that too for a while with just pictures. Like I wanted to be like the photographers, and I noticed that I'm not them. So I think most important rule is just do your own thing. Don't be like others, and just kind of
because it's not.
So just do it for yourself, and whatever you find, whatever you like, just kind of don't worry about what other people say. Yeah. So I think that's an important thing to kind of look at and kind of just kind of go based off that. And don't really pay attention to other people. Yeah, don't compare yourself to other people. I know you can look like this, look like that, but you don't gotta worry about other people. Yeah. Just do what you gotta do. And just kind of be your own self, and again, like don't try to be like them. So
that's something that I did a lot, like before. Like I would just look at them, and then I'm like I was saying for my progress, I'm like I'm not gonna look like that, and then it gets you just discouraged.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think everyone does that though. I did that. I think we all do that as far as looking up to someone or trying to be like them. But I feel like again, just be yourself. Yeah, don't switch it up for anyone. Just be yourself. Do your thing.
Because you're not them.
Because you're not them and they're not you. Yeah. I think that's the most important part to know. And anyone out there is comparing themselves to anyone out there, just remember you're yourself and you're your own person. Don't go out there trying to be like other people. And if you do post stuff and people like you for you, and that's the most important part. Yeah. And I think that's the most important thing to know is you post something and they like you. Not don't be fake. Yeah. Don't post and try to act all different and you're a whole different person. Yeah. And person different. And I think, just be raw, be blunt, be yourself.
Yeah. Because this journey is for you. Like, it's going to be hard and you're going to be proud of yourself at the end of the day. Like, nobody else is going to be proud of you. Yeah. well, your family and stuff like that. But these are strangers, these are people. They don't, they don't care about it.
They're not going to care. At the end of the day, just social media. They can say what they want. It just doesn't matter at the end of the day. Okay. Well, I got a couple more questions before we wrap this episode up. Yeah. If you had to eat dinner with one person, dead or alive, who would it be?
I would say God. I just have a lot of questions when I do hopefully go up there, Hopefully. when I do hopefully go up there, I have a lot of questions that I would like to know now, you know, like, or for my future wise, like what is affecting me, like, right now? What's getting in my way? What do I need to cut out of my life? Yeah, everything, just ask him all the questions that I have for.
Yeah, that's
he's important in your life.
I would probably say the same, but So I don't want to copy the same answer. Mine's a bit a little different. I mean, it's I don't want to say anything, but not because I would want to meet him, but I would say the devil, only because like you know, that was his angel. That was God's angel. It was an angel at first, but his jealousy and all that got to him, and then God sent him down to hell. So I just want to know why. Why did he have to rebel against him? Why did he want to kind of get sent? You know, because God made hell for him because he has jealousy. But then now he became powerful, and now there's obviously sin, and if you don't follow, and you go to hell, right? And I think just want to have a dinner with him to kind of talk to him. What happened, man? Like, why did you have to kind of get jealous and want more power if you're an angel? So I would want to have dinner with him, but not to like, enjoy it. Be talk to him and kind of see what the heck happened.
Yeah, like what?
I'm sure you can ask God the same thing. Like, hey, devil was your angel and sent him down. Why? Why didn't you just kind of not send him down? Why didn't you just
questions
or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows if that's but that's just a question to ask. I would want to ask. I just
curious.
But other than that, it would probably be my mom.
Yeah, I think a lot of people would say their parents or siblings or like friend or
What is the littlest thing that makes you happy?
Being with my friends and family. I just love quality time. I don't like being alone, really. I mean, it's a good thing to be alone, but
I love being alone. So.
Yeah, I do like being alone at times.
I love it. Like if I can stay home on a Sunday and watch baseball or movies by myself, I would. Yeah. But then again, I don't know because I do have dogs, so they really make me a lot of company.
Some people don't have that, and some people feel lonely.
Even before them, I would enjoy being alone. But now it's like I enjoy it more. Yeah. Because I have my dogs, and they make a big impact.
Well, then you're not alone.
I am alone technically. I mean,
you have a dog.
Yeah, but they're sleeping in the corner.
Oh yeah.
Technically, I'm alone, but technically not. But still, even when they weren't there,
do you like having company?
Yeah, I mean, depends.
Yeah.
I do. I think everyone does.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I feel like we all do. We don't want to be alone.
No, if anyone on here, I'm sure everyone wants to have a enjoyable life and be with company. I don't think
because I do like my alone time.
Yeah, I think everyone doesn't want to die alone or anything.
Yeah,
I'm sure you want to. No matter how hard you are or heartless, I'm sure you want to have someone next to your side or be with you when you die. I think no one wants to die alone or be alone, I guess, but
not in this generation.
Not well.
They don't want that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty fine with it. Well, yesterday, I put my dog down after 16 years, and that was probably the hardest thing I had to do, just because you're having to hug her and watch her die and run in my arms like that. That was magic, but then I imagine her being alone I'm glad I was there to hold her and to be there for her. But that was probably one of the hardest things I had to do in my life. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Can't stop thinking about it because it was something that if anyone has put their dog down, you guys know the situation and know how it feels. It's not easy, but I know she's at peace now and she's not suffering anymore, and that's the most important.
She's in a better place now.
Yeah, but 16 years. For a husky, it's a long time, and I really appreciate everything and memories. And have a picture when she was a puppy and when she was with me as a little. I think she was like 1, but it's crazy, man. But she's gone now, and that's just what it is. Life goes.
You don't take those moments for granted.
I mean, that's how life goes, though. I mean, at the end of the day, that's how life goes. You got to understand you're not here tomorrow. You might not be here tomorrow, and might not be here in an hour. So appreciate what you got now. Even conversations or anything like that, you got to appreciate those moments because, again, you never know when your last day is going to be. So for her, it was July 5th, and that was her last day. So I'll never forget that day, and she'll always be in my heart. And, I really, it was hard. When I walked out of there, seeing her laying down on the floor, that was tough, really hard. Like I said, the hardest thing I had to do in my life.
Yeah.
Screw a heartbreak
your
or
family.
whatever. That was the hardest thing I had to do in my life. So if anyone has ever put a dog down before, I understand. I feel your pain, and I really understand it. It's a really hard thing to do, but just know that that dog loved you with everything they had, and you gave them a great life.
They felt love.
But everything's temporary, even humans, we're temporary here. Just like dogs, we don't last forever. So, but you got to make it count every day. I think that's the most important thing to do is make it count.
Yeah.
So, it was tough, but I'm glad we did it already and kind of got it out the way just because they don't want to see her suffer anymore in that situation. But it's okay. That's part of life, and that's what we have to understand and kind of move on from it. you know, now we're here, and
and it's okay to like look back at memories and stuff like that. You're always gonna have those.
That's all you hold on to.
Yeah,
is memories, pictures, memories. You know, when someone dies, that's the only thing you look at is pictures.
Yeah,
everything. That's why I like doing photos, because you know that's all you have to look is pictures. That's all you have left.
Much pictures as you can while they're
Take
here.
as much pictures as you can.
Videos.
Your phone has cameras on them, videos. Press that little button on there, the little red button. Record it. One day when someone's not here, you appreciate you press that moment,
because you don't want to regret it when they're gone and you have nothing.
Just look at what's happening or all around the world. But for example, Texas, those little girls, parents, how much they feel right now. We're here doing this podcast, but they just lost their little girl. You know, I think even that soccer player that died, I don't know his name, but he just literally got married. He won the cup. I don't know about soccer too much, but all the span of 2 weeks or in a month, he won all that. And then he was going to somewhere, and he crashed in his Lamborghini with his brother. Died, and that's it. Mom and dad lost 2 sons in one day. Imagine that, you know. So it's like all over the world this happens, though. We really take life for granted. People do, you know. I know I don't, for sure, man. Every moment I cherish it, because you just never know what's gonna happen. But I hope everyone listening to this hopefully takes everything, appreciates what they have in life, and
be grateful for what you have.
What you got, man. Because at the end of the day, that's really what the whole podcast are about. Is kind of motivate others and open up each other's eyes and motivate someone to do better today or to be better than you were yesterday. And I think that's the most important part doing these podcasts for me. Like I say, we talk about entertainment and whatever, but you know that the goal is to open up someone's reality of life and just make them understand.
How people relate to these.
You know, because I know people go through stuff, heartbreaks, putting their dogs down, or weight loss, or in conclusion, these are all things we all humans go through. Social media, comparing ourselves to girls, guys, wanting the rich, the fame, the money, you know, all that, man. That all comes to play in life. And I think if no one speaks about it, I know there's a bunch of influencers who do speak about it, and that's awesome. But if we had more people to talk about it, it would be nice, because a lot of people don't talk about it. They kind of just post whatever, and you know this Pixcast is to kind of do that, you know, to talk to people and kind of open their eyes about things, and you know this goes on Instagram and TikTok, and hopefully people can actually know what I'm talking about here, because it's real stuff. Man, that's what we say. It's all about real talk, and it's just unfiltered here, and that's what it's the goal for this podcast, right? So, but so that being said, just want everyone to know, just keep your head up, you know, keep pushing, keep trying, and don't give up on your goals. And if you're scared to start something, just start it. Just do it. Don't
think about it. Just go.
You're going to fail. Just like Victoria coming on the show, old her would not come on here. So for her to just come on and do it, she's doing it. So
like your mom said, go.
Yeah, my mom said
forward, not backwards.
My mom said go forward, not backwards. So I'm gonna have to have her on the podcast. But if I have her on the podcast, she's probably gonna yell at you guys. So I'm not gonna have her on here, because she's probably gonna, why are you recording me? No, I want to have my mom on the podcast. It'd be fun. I don't know what the heck.
Do it. You got to.
I'll probably get. Yeah, I don't know. Gotta post it out. Who knows what they'd even talk about, man. But
your mom has good life lessons.
She has good wisdom. She has strong women, and if there's any women I would look up to, is my mother. You know, no doubt, she's strong, and you know, I think I see a lot of myself in her. No, she's a warrior, you know, for sure. But yeah, guys, that being said, appreciate you coming on the show. I know it's not easy trying. So yeah, I mean, just wanted to come on here and just talk. So hopefully this was entertaining for the people, whether they're going to the gym or work or wherever they're going. Hopefully you guys are listening to this either on YouTube or Spotify and kind of have something to hear, I guess. I don't know.
Make sure to subscribe.
Like, comment, follow, man. Just check us out on all our socials, or it's a Pixcast. That's what it's called here. So everything,
and even the sports one too. He talks about all
if you guys are into sports or anything like that, it's called Pix Sports Media. Little magic thing right here I'm gonna put obviously on when I edit, but you guys want to check that out. We talk about sports, and it's fun over there what me and Mo got going on. So really excited about that channel. But for this channel, it's gonna be, like I said, for life and just motivation and kind of just in general, just talking about anything, knots, universals, movies. I mean, anything, you know. So just stuff like that we can kind of talk about, just kind of two people interacting. So, but yeah, I mean, that being said, I appreciate you guys watching this this episode. And I do not have an outro yet, or an intro. Maybe I might have an intro when I edit this.
Yeah.
But no outro yet, but just more than thanks for supporting the podcast. And hopefully we can grow this, and hopefully this can go viral and kind of
Get into 100
100 subscribers. Hopefully this kind of just, make someone's day and kind of motivate someone to do better and kind of just go out there and just do your thing. If it doesn't go viral, I can look back and at least I tried. That's the most important thing for me, is trying. Even if I fail, which podcast did fail, the camera shut down, but I switched to my phone. But no one's going to know that unless, but it's all about failure leading to success in life. And I think if anyone knows that, anyone out there, you're going to fail. But get back up, do it again. Don't be scared. And if you are scared, do it scared. Mm-hmm. So, like I said, guys, just start it. I'm starting this. You can do it. Do what you can. Do what you think you can do it, and just go after it. And don't be scared, because scared leads you to nothing, anything, bro. You're going to be scared your whole life. You're going to be older and you're going to regret not doing anything in your life. So the most important part is just doing it, starting it. So, but yeah, thanks guys for watching this first episode again. Yeah, and let's keep it rolling. And that being said, yeah, that's gonna be it for this podcast, guys. So I am your host, Emmanuel, and this is
Victoria.
And then we're about to be done. So peace.